What happens to your digital life when you die? From the Instagram dedicated to your guinea pig, to the reams of Lord of the Rings fanfiction stored on your iCloud, is something most of us are unlikely to have considered. In this video, here's how to ensure loved ones can easily access your digital assets when you die. As you might expect for something that encompasses assets, data protection, estates, privacy, wills and more, what happens to your digital life when you die can be a subject to a lot of legal rigmarole. For example, one woman had a 3-year legal battle with Apple to get access to her dead husband's photos and videos. Here's what the law says about what happens to your digital life when you die. There's no act of parliament that specifically addresses what happens to your personal data after your death in the UK, but there are existing legal rules and precedents to navigate when it comes to issues around it. To address the lack of a specific act, the Digital Devices Access for Next of Kin Bill was introduced in January 2022, but it isn't law yet and is unlikely to be anytime soon. You can grant the right to access digital assets after you die in your will to named individuals such as executors. Those are the person or persons you want to carry out your will. You could even have social media executors to deal specifically with those accounts. And as usual with wills, you can choose the beneficiaries. Those are the person or persons who gain something out of any digital assets you have, whether they have actual or just sentimental value. Do think about which data you want to go to which person. Your family or friends shouldn't need to go to court to get access to your digital life when you die, as long as you make arrangements before you die. Court orders have only been necessary where the deceased hasn't specified what access should be allowed by others when they were still alive. So here's what you can do to prepare your digital life for when you die. Ultimately, making a will is the best way to ensure that the people you want to benefit from your money and possessions, including digital ones, do so. Here's how to make it easier for them. Make a digital directory. List down, on paper so it can be found, what your digital assets are, such as blogs and websites that you've created yourself, devices such as phones and laptops, social media accounts such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on, and cloud storage accounts such as Apple iCloud, Google Drive. This will mean that they can be found after you die and may help you identify access issues you need to address. Back up the things which are most important to you. Back up files that are particularly precious to you, whether they're photos, videos, music, documents or something else, to an external hard drive that you keep in a safe place. That way you get to decide who has access to it after you die, rather than a tech company. Make and record decisions about what you want to happen to your online presence. It may be that you want it to be left alone entirely, or you may want someone to be in charge of it. Handily, the Digital Legacy Association, a professional body dedicated to digital assets and digital legacy, provides a free social media will template, making it clear and simple what your online accounts are, what you want to happen to them, and who you'd like to manage them. Whilst it isn't legally binding, largely because many online platforms' terms and conditions don't give you any rights after you've departed, it will at least set out to those that you leave behind what your wishes are. I'll leave a link to the social media will template in the description box below for you. Some online services allow you to appoint someone who will have the legal authority to control your account if you die. So I've looked at what the biggest online services say about what happens to your account and content, and what, or if anything, they offer in terms of preparing for it. With Apple, you can add one or more legacy contacts for your Apple ID. This gives those contacts access to the data in your account, including photos, messages, notes, and files after you're gone. Unlike some other platforms, Apple doesn't give you the option to have your account and its content deleted when you die, so you'd have to arrange that with your legacy contact. Just like Apple, Facebook allows you to add a legacy contact, which is defined as a person that will be able to make decisions about your account once it's memorialized. A memorialized account is basically one that's set up to show you've died, with the word remembering appearing next to your name. A legacy contact is able to download a copy of what you've shared on Facebook, provided that you have turned that feature on, and will have a certain amount of control over your account, but they won't be able to actually log into it. In order to add a legacy contact, you need to be 18 or over, and the person you choose must be a Facebook friend. Alternatively, you can choose to have your Facebook account permanently deleted, which means when Facebook is notified that you've died, all your photos, posts, messages, comments, reactions, and so on will be immediately and permanently removed. For full info on adding a legacy contact or choosing to have your account permanently deleted, you can visit the Facebook Help Center. I'll leave that link in the description box below for you as well. Google, including Gmail, Google Photos, YouTube, and more, does things slightly differently. While its inactive account manager feature doesn't enable you to choose someone to have access to or make decisions about your account once you're gone, it does allow you to share your data, all of it, or only certain parts of it, with trusted contacts. It also enables you to decide when Google should consider your account inactive, and if your account and all the data associated with it should be deleted when it becomes inactive. You can set it up to contact you via email and SMS when it thinks your account has become inactive. You can choose up to 10 people to be notified that your account has become inactive and give access to some or all of your data to them. You can set an auto reply for your Gmail account and whether you want your account to be deleted once it's been active for 3 months. For further information, you can check out Google Account Help. Again, the link for that is in the description box below for you. Annoyingly, despite being a part of the same company as Facebook, Instagram doesn't provide an easy way to decide what happens to your account once you die. It says it's against its policies to allow someone to log into another's account. The only things other people can do once you're dead is to report it to Instagram and either request that it be memorialized, meaning no one will be able to log into it, or make changes to it, but posts, photos and videos will still be visible to the audience they were originally shared with. However, a request for the removal of the account can happen, but it can only be done by an immediate family member. With LinkedIn, someone who can prove they're authorized to act on your behalf can contact it to have your account memorialized or closed. But access to the account will be locked, as LinkedIn says it's against its terms and conditions to allow someone to access another person's account. Microsoft, including Hotmail, Outlook, OneDrive, and more, doesn't have any handy way of determining what happens to your account once you've died, and says that if someone wants to access it when you're gone and doesn't have the details to do so, they'll need to get a court order. If someone else has the details, then they can access your account and can close it, and it doesn't say anything about this being against its terms and conditions. Though it is worth noting that it would automatically close after 2 years of inactivity anyway. Twitter doesn't provide any way for you to point someone to take charge of your account. The only option it offers is for someone to contact it about removing your account, although that someone has to be an immediate family member or authorized to act on behalf of your estate. Do check out the description box where I'll put all the handy links for you. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a like and consider subscribing. Why not share this video with someone else you think may benefit from it? And if you have any questions or comments, leave them for me below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next one.